Meeting milestones and making memories. You know, we love to mark those moments with awards, certificates, and especially pictures framed to be displayed prominently in our home or office. Well, for the past 30 years, folks have trusted Classic Custom Framing and Gallery to frame those memories, and they have no plans of stopping anytime soon.
3 decades have passed since Jody Yinling and her business partner opened the doors to Classic Custom Framing and Gallery.
I don't think Beverly and I looked backwards. We found a spot. We ordered $12,000 to $15,000 worth of inventory, and we put out advertising and opened.
Jody started in the framing business in college.
I went to college at Salisbury University, and I had to do some artwork for my senior class show. Went to a frame shop, which was a do-it-yourself shop in town, and liked it and got a job.
When Classic Custom Frames and Gallery opened 5 years later, it wasn't the only frame shop in town.
Oh, there was 9 shops in town when we started back in '93, and now there's 2 local shops and the chains that are in town.
It's easy to see why Classic Custom Framing has been around so long. For one thing, Jody's love for framing hasn't grown old.
What I like about it is when people bring in their photograph or their artwork, what the end product is. We get to put our unique flair on it with the color coordinating and the frames.
Not to mention the joy the final product brings her customers. 3 decades worth of joy and memories.
We did shadow boxes, we did all the grandparent stuff, the grandfathers. I mean, like the grandmother's brushes and jewelry people used to frame. They don't do that anymore. We did pocket knives and tools from your grandparents.
Jody has seen a lot of framing trends over the years.
Kind of like with the flares of real estate and stuff where people are changing. Back in the 80s it was the ducks, the pink and the blues. Now it's all the grays and the whites and, you know, the minimalist stuff that's out nowadays. Some people are afraid of color, but which it really does enhance or pop the artwork.
Jody and her staff make sure they are creating exactly what their customers want.
First thing we ask is, you know, do you want matting? You don't want matting? Do you have a certain color in mind? Do you have a certain way? Because we ask for their influence first, and then we go with their influence and add how we would do it. A lot of times if there's some things that we know shouldn't be done that way, but they, you know, think, well, can I show you this way? And then we come to a compromise in between because, you know, 37 years worth of framing, you see a lot of objects framed, but you listen to your customer because you have to, and then try to guide them the way that you bestly can.
Classic Custom Framing and Gallery has given Jody the opportunity to be surrounded by beauty. But that's not what she likes the most about her job.
People. Gonna get me up. My first thought was COVID. We closed for the 2 months, and when we opened, Delmarva shopped. They didn't forget us. They came back and they came in with more than 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. They knew that they had to shop local, and they did. And here we are after COVID being closed, surviving. So my biggest thing in 30 years, I'm joking, is to thank Delmarva, Salisbury, local area for supporting us over 30 years.
Support Jody and her staff are counting on for many more years to come.
And you can be a part of Classic Custom Framing and Gallery's 30-year anniversary celebration. There will be a symbolic ribbon cutting, light refreshments, and a chance to meet some local artists tomorrow from 3:30 to 7 at the store on Snow Hill Road in Salisbury.